Okay, welcome to Flamingo Mingle. Today is August 22nd. Y'all, we're almost done with August already. I really need to get my butt in gear on getting my child's birthday party planned because it's literally 2 months away. So tonight, Carly and I are going to tag team this a little bit, partly because there is information that Carly has that is different from what I do. And I feel like this topic is a topic that it helps to have more information than less because you never know what is going to resonate with you and your customers. So tonight we're going to be talking about PRV tips or high PRV. To give you guys a little bit of background information, Carly and I are both Carly, you hit annual sales last year, right? Yes.
Yeah, last year and the year before.
Yeah, Carly and I are both 2 years in a row hitting annual sales award, which is 30,000 PRV in a 12-month period from May until April, May 1st until April 30th. So I'm not going to say we're professionals at high PRV because there are months that both of us probably still struggle. And there are months that we question where PRV is going to come from. But what I can tell you is that there has not been a month in the last 2 years that Carly and I have been under 2,000 PRV. So in some months, way higher than that. So we have a little bit of knowledge. We're going to impart some of that wisdom on you guys tonight on what kind of our thought process is, what we do, things that we work on, so on and so forth. So I guess, Carly, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I don't care.
Okay, I'll start because I have my notes up. So I think the most important thing for maintaining high PRV is two different things. Number one, know where your PRV is coming from, your reoccurring PRV. So Cincy Club, know if you have any pre-orders coming in, know if you have any redemptions coming through. Like we got word of the I love y'all's relationship. Yeah. Somebody told me one time, they were like, I don't understand how you and Carly are friends. You guys talk to each other like you guys hate each other. And I'm like, that's because we're like, might as well be family. So we just rag on each other all the time. But I think that the two important things are know where your PRV, your reoccurring PRV is coming from is number one. So if you have Cincy Club customers, know whose club memberships are running when, because you can set a goal for your PRV and subtract that out of your goal because you know that it's guaranteed PRV. That helps me a lot kind of figure out if I know my goal is 2,000 PRV for the month and I have $100 or 100 PRV coming in Cincy Club, then I can say that I only need 1,900 PRV. Kind of helps lessen that goal. The next thing is, for me, is set a goal. If you know that you want to hit monthly sales award, which is 2,000 PRV during the month, then set that as your goal and don't settle for less than your goal. And I know that that's tough because it's a big mind game with goals. You know, you want to set your goal high and then but you don't want to get to a point where you don't reach that goal. So tell yourself, this is a goal that I know that I can hit. It's a little higher than what I normally do, and challenge yourself, but always up your goal. So like, if you know your goal is 2,000 PRV, I think mine's set at like 4,500 right now. So like, if you know your goal is 2,000 PRV, then, and you're consistently hitting 2,000 PRV a month, up your goal. 2,500.
But be realistic. You've got to be like, if you're not hitting active, don't set 1,000 or 2,000 PRV because you're going to literally do nothing but let yourself down and it's going to be a downward spiral.
Yeah. And
if you're not hitting active needs to be your first goal.
Yes. Until it's
consistently. Yes. And then once you hit active, go to 500. You know, I have some teammates right now. We just had a talk last week. She's not hitting active. And I'm like, you just want to be active. Hit active. I have somebody that has always done really well with PRV, but here recently she's been struggling. And I was like, hit 750. You're consistently hitting 500. Going from 500 to 1,000, that's kind of a big jump. That's literally doubling what you're doing. But if you cut that in half and you're like, okay, like it's 250 PRV, like that's not that much. And break it down by products. Figure out how much you want from a product and hyper focus on one product. I'm going to get into that later, but just let that kind of
Marinate.
oil or whatever in your brain, and I'll bring it back.
Marinate. Yeah, so if you know that you're struggling to get active every month, or you're hitting active every 4 months and maintaining, well, it's 12 months now, but if you're maintaining that like average standard of 4 months, then make sure that your goal is just to consistently get 200 PRV a month. And then when you start getting those processes and those systems of getting to active, it'll be that much easier to scale them up for getting higher PRV. And systems is a big thing for me. And I used to, you can ask Carly, I used to be the person who would always say, I'm not a systems person. Systems stress me out. But the funny part is even though I kept saying I didn't have systems, I did. I just wasn't recognizing them as systems. And I'm not saying you need to do the same thing over and over again. What I'm saying is you need to have an idea of what works for you and continue doing that until it no longer works for you. It's like for me, I know time management is a huge thing for me because, as you guys know, I have now 2 businesses that I'm running. We're military families, so we're probably getting ready to move. I have a tiny terrorist who's home with me all the time and is just starting preschool. So, and I have an assistant who comes twice a week. So it's just, I've got a lot going on. But I know that for me, time management also includes scheduling in time to relax, because if I don't, I will literally burn myself out. So systems, organize your mind, your life, and your business, because if you don't organize, all you're going to do is flounder around until you figure something out. And it may not be optimal. Can I help you? What?
She's saying she didn't get up.
Come here. You want hugs and kisses? Okay, I'm on my train. Hugs, 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 hugs. Hugs, 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 hugs. Kissy, kissy, kissy. I love you. Okay, go to bed. Be good. Go to bed. Love you.
Yep, right to bed. Remember what the deal was. Go.
Bye.
Hurry up.
Okay, so the other thing for me is I think it's very tough to compare yourself to other consultants who are making full-time pay and say, I won't ever be able to do that. But I'm here to tell you that full-time hours equal full-time pay. Like full-time pay does not come from working part-time hours. And I'm not saying you need to work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, but you need to work the equivalent of full-time hours. So if you know that you can sit down for an hour and get 3 hours worth of work done in an hour, you can compact everything, but you're still working full-time effort, I guess is the biggest thing. And it's probably better to say full-time effort equals full-time pay. Because if you're literally only putting in part-time effort and saying, oh, well, that's a lot of work, I don't want to do that, then you want to know what's a lot of work? Get PRV. You're not going to get the pay that you're expecting if you're not putting in the full-time effort. Make sure you have a follow-up system. Y'all, I know not having Amy sucks. I know. Trust me, it's tough. But don't let that be a deterrent for following up with people. Not having Amy is a real bummer because a lot of us relied so heavily on technology. But if there's one thing that I've learned over the last year, is technology is some of the most unreliable things. We rely so heavily on having our phones, having everything accessible to us, that it takes the tough work out of what pays our bills. So create a system that works for you. The binder system may work for some. I personally use Trello. I've been using Trello for the past like month and a half now. And it works well for me. I can track orders and things on my computer. But I'm still getting in the groove of the habit of trying to follow up with people off of Trello. So it's not a perfect system, but I'm making it work for me. Next thing is multiple streams of marketing. So going back to that, people take the path of least resistance. That is just a natural instinct for humans. We want to take the path of least resistance. And social media and technology allow us that path of least resistance that sometimes become a very significant comfort zone for us. So multiple streams of marketing. Don't just rely on Facebook. Okay. Always remember in the back of your mind that Scentsy was started as a party planning company. We were started as a company that requires you to get out there and meet people. Okay. Our products are products that really need to be experienced because you create scent memories, which are the number one way that people, I cannot with Abby and the baby. She's like sitting there. No, it's so stinking cute. And I just like want to die inside. I know, she's so happy right this second. Look. Stop. Okay, pause, baby break. I love her. Okay, back to like
Stop screaming for like 3 seconds. So enjoy it while there's no screaming.
girl, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Melly used to scream for like 12 hours at a time. Couldn't.
Same here.
Lydia almost didn't exist because Ada screamed for the first whole year of her life.
Yeah, so did Mel. Mel screamed so much. Okay. Back to what I was thinking about. My eyes like super itchy. Multiple streams of marketing. Don't just rely on social media. Get out there, talk to actual people, and that kind of leads into another thing for me. Events. I know y'all look at like Carly and I doing these events and say, oh, I can't do that because I don't have all this stock. Don't worry about having stock. Y'all, I will show you a picture. I will find it. I will deep dive.
My first event, my setup looked like shit.
Yeah.
And I still sold a couple $100. So
yeah, I will deep dive into my social media to find you a picture of some of my very early events from when I was a brand new baby consultant. I used to look for the events and still do look for the events that cost $25 to $50. And you want to know why? Because events are not about selling product. They're about expanding your network. Okay. Networking is a huge part of this business and a very tough part of this business for people who are introverted. So look for those events. And we have done a training before on how to find different events. And literally just do a search on Google, type vendor events or craft shows, my area, or on Facebook. And I promise you, you will find some. Spend 30 minutes and literally send messages to everybody saying, hey, I just found your event. Do you need a Scentsy vendor? Hey, I just found your event. Do you need a Scentsy vendor? And just get information, y'all. I still do that, even as an SSD. I find small events because it leads to bigger events. I promise you it does. My notes just decided, there we go. Multiple streams of marketing. So learn different ways to market your business. And then sometimes it pays to use paid advertising. Carly and I were talking about this before the Zoom, and I will break down like my flow chart for LTO like launches to kind of show you guys like my mindset and where my mind goes for these. But sometimes there is a return on investment on using the paid advertising on Facebook and Instagram, especially for huge things like Hocus Pocus, Harry Potter, things like that. Even if you spend $20, $30 to get 10 pre-orders, like let's say if you get 10 pre-orders for an $80 warmer, that's 800 PRV. Okay, or really 750 because it's going to take some out for licensed product, but you're going to get PRV that you didn't have before. So I'm not saying like as a baby consultant, I'm not saying go and spend $30 on the idea that you might get some pre-orders, but just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. If you know something's going to be a huge launch, try it out with maybe $5, $10 and whatever. And we can talk about Facebook, boosting Facebook posts. You do need a business page for it though. So if you don't already have a business page, set up a business page. Okay, so let's break down my flow chart for LTOs. So here's where my mind goes when we have a new LTO release. So we learned about the Jack Skellington release on Monday, okay, or on Thursday for today. So we learned about it on Thursday, and I knew that it was going to be launching on Monday. So I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to market that sale for Monday. So here is kind of my like plan of events. I ask myself, is this going to be a super popular launch? And the questions I ask for myself for that is it a significant discount? Does it have a cult following? So like Nightmare Before Christmas, cult following. Alice in Wonderland, cult following. Hocus Pocus, cult following. Friends. Did I just say that? Cult following. So just kind of like keep those things in the back of your mind when you're looking at LTOs to, is it going to benefit me to heavily market this, or am I going to be able just to get by with my normal social media marketing? Big, and you can even send me a message if you question it and you're like, I don't know if this is going to be big. Do you think so if this is going to be big? And I'll tell you yes or no, because I can normally pretty much gauge it by what my VIPs are saying. My VIPs are like losing their ever loving minds off of a warmer, I'm probably going to be doing some paid marketing for it. So if it is super popular, I move on to, yeah, I'll be there for, are you my lobster? My lobster girl? Smelly cat? What are they feeding you? Anyways, I love Friends. I've seen every episode. So yes, if it is a huge cult following type thing, I normally will do some paid marketing on my business page. But if it's not a huge cult following, I move on to other types of marketing. So the first thing that I do is I always post in my VIP group first. My VIPs are VIPs for a reason. They're VIPs because they shop for me, they share my products, they are the people who should be knowing first. Perk of being a VIP. And I think that there's this common misconception that as soon as something is posted on the workstation that you need to post it because somebody else is going to post it. Okay. Instead of being the first, be the most creative. Instead of being the first to post something, use creative marketing because we all get the same marketing images. Find some creative way of marketing it. So I post in my VIP group, then I send out an announcement email to all of my customers who are on my email list about when it's going to be launching, dates and times, and so on and so forth. I then post on my Instagram stories, and then I write the launch date on my calendar. My calendar is on my phone, but I want to make sure I have it in my system so that my time is blocked off for that launch. So my time for 1 p.m. on that Monday, because I know that that's when it's going to launch, is blocked off, ready to go. Out of water, always. Organize your mind, organize your time, organize your orders. If you are taking pre-orders and it's a big launch, like I'll show you guys for Jack Skellington. I print all invoices. I have a paid stamp because I'm bougie. I literally have everything in front of me ready to go. Because if I don't, I will lose my mind. I have to have everything organized or else I cannot function. I have filing system that says invoices sent, invoices paid, need happy mail and awaiting delivery. Like that is how I function. Yep. Hi, Sarah. That's how I function. So then on the day of the launch, I do additional marketing. So I may, hi girls. So the day of the launch, I do additional marketing. I send out a secondary email. And I wait until the product has launched to send out that secondary email because you'll probably get some people who will click the link and shop. So I wait until the product is actually launched before I send that. I send out a text message with a shopping link to my customers, and I post in my VIP group again with a shopping link. If the product does not sell out quickly, I then will do some additional marketing after it's launched. I'll send out, I'll follow up with anybody who's shown interest and hasn't purchased. I will also, if it's a re-release of products, so like Stitch, when we re-release Stitch, Nightmare Before Christmas, Harry Potter stuff, I'll follow up with anybody who has purchased those products in the past and see, hey, do you need any new wax? Hey, there's this new warmer coming out, trying to upsell on what they've already purchased. So if they purchased the full-size Jack Skellington warmer, maybe the mini, or hey, did you need Oogie to go along with that? It's only $30. Like, so that was another thing I forgot to write in my notes is upselling. But Carly, do you have that on your list?
No, but I can talk about it
Okay.
because I love upselling.
Yeah, so do I. And I know that you and I do it very similarly. So the biggest thing is keep records, y'all. Keep records of who buys what LTOs, keep records of who buys what things. So like if you know your customer absolutely loves Nightmare Before Christmas, keep notes on it. You know your customer loves Stitch, keep notes on it. And if you like, if it makes more sense for you, put up a piece of paper somewhere that you can literally just take it down and write on it and say like, write out our like commonly re-released products. Nightmare Before Christmas, Harry Potter, Stitch, Star Wars, those types of things. Write them down and then write customers' names underneath of it so you know who to reach out to. Like, oh my gosh, I'm reaching out to all my Stitch lovers. I know you love Stitch. 626 is coming up. Are you excited for a re-release? Those types of things. Okay, next thing is prepare. I put on here, I used to fly by the seat of my pants and rely on social media to do the work for me. Social media is only one way to market your business, and you're reaching the same people over and over again. If you have 100 people in your VIP group and you only post in your VIP group, guess how many people you're reaching? Max 100. Okay. And that's if the Facebook algorithms don't hate you and only show it to 5 people in your VIP group. So if you're doing Facebook, Instagram, email, text messaging, you're probably going to reach more than 100 people. We already talked about finding small craft shows or events somewhere from like $25 to $50. And book. Y'all, I don't care if they have an expected number of people as 100 people showing up. I don't care. Scale your display based off of how big the event is going to be. If you know it's going to be a tiny event, don't take $10,000 worth of stock. Don't take a crap ton of product. Take one table and a cute little display and make it look all cute. But you can make friends with other vendors, get contact information, give contact information, and I promise you guys, other vendors will tell you about other vendor events. That's one of the first things you can ask Carly that we normally do at events is if we can make friends with the vendors around us, we will make friends with the vendors around us. I learned more about the dude set up next to me at the fair. Kenny G was his name than I probably needed to know. But you want to know what? Kenny G bought me lunch one day and I brought Kenny G energy drinks and we're friends now. We're all good. So he'll let me know about vendor events. Same with some of the people at the fair. They know about Wild Bill's soda thing. They told me about. Yes. No, he's not at Home Paramount. He's at HCR now. The home repair place. Kenny G, he's my buddy. He calls his wife boss. She's not nice. I don't like her. But anyways, Kenny G's great. But I promise you, those people are going to be the people who are going to help you continue to find vendor events. Have a local yard sale site. Yeah, he is a mess. Do you have a local wives site, yard sale site, things like that? Make sure people know who you are. So when someone comes asking for Scentsy, you get tagged. Okay. If you're a military spouse, get on your wives pages, get kicked off your wives pages. Okay. Abby knows I'll be the first person to get kicked off of a wives page because I do not believe in that there's a difference between real jobs and MLMs. Okay. They both pay money, both pay my bills. So why the hell does it matter? So I will be the first person to toe the line on the rules of a wives page and get kicked off because you want to know what happens when somebody's looking for Scentsy. They'll type Scentsy into the question box and it'll pop up my name and they'll reach out to me. Let's see. What did Candace say? We have no one to answer to. Amen. Except for me. Last thing is wake up every single day and do at least one income producing thing. Try and reach one new customer daily. And I could give you a list of things that are income producing for me, but they may not be income producing for you. Do the things that are tried and true for you on how you get PRV. So if you know that posting consistently in your VIP group and doing your follow-ups is income producing for you, Use that one thing a day to make sure you do all your follow-ups and posts in your VIP group. Done. That's your one income producing thing. But also every single day, try and reach one new person. Because one new person every single day is 365 new people a year. Easy, right? Even if it's the barista at Starbucks. I don't care. Or the grocery store clerk. Make friends with people. We're in a relationship building business, y'all. Make friends. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Carly, it's your turn.
Upselling. I was like, I already forgot what I was supposed to. So talking about upselling. So I upsell everything. I try. I get told no like a lot, but I don't care. No doesn't scare me. No just makes me want to prove them wrong and get them to do it anyway. That's just kind of how I see it. Like, oh, you told me no, you just wait because I'm going to talk you into it. And then you're going to end up saying yes. And then joke's on you, bitch, because it's not my problem anymore. But so if somebody's like, I want 2 bars, but you can get 1 more bar for $5 more, you can save $1. I always, for anyone that purchases wax or warmers or whatever, I always say, do you have $10 more to spare? Because you can get cotton cleanups and it'll change your life to change your wax. $10. If they're already spending upwards of 50 or so, on wax and warmers, what's $10 more? And if they do that, sometimes I'll also cover their shipping. Not really, it depends on who they are. I have to really like you to cover your shipping, or I just screw up and then I have to cover your shipping, which happens more often than not. So, it's really easy to upsell. It really is not that hard. Somebody orders a warmer. Hey, do you want a 3-pack of bulbs? Easy, because you don't want them going to Walmart for bulbs because then it's just a disaster. Our warmers are made with our light bulbs, and you don't want somebody to go to Walmart to get another light bulb because then it's just not good. So for me, my sales look different. So normally Ash and I are like neck and neck, like we're fighting for annual sales this year. I've been exhausted and have kind of been taking the back burner. I still will not settle for less than 2,000 PRV. It's not a thing. I have told this story plenty of times. I was ready to quit in December of 2019. Like literally I was like, maybe it was even before then. It might've been like 16 or 17. I don't know when it was, but I know it was in December and I was like, I am done with this. It is too stressful. I'm done. I'm glad I didn't, it's really, when it comes to high sales, it's your change of your mindset. Like, I know you hear that a lot, but it really is. Like, if you tell yourself that you can do something, you will set your mind to it and you won't stop until you get it. That's me. I can tell you right now, I beg, I don't beg my customers. I use the word beg lightly, but my customers know when I set a goal, I don't stop until I get it. Exactly. Beth said, mine never matter. It is. It really is. So, but when I think of high sales, so I've got my notes here. I watched a couple of YouTube videos previously, and I actually just found my notebook, which was really nice because I was not prepared, but this makes me feel more prepared. It's not strictly about the paycheck. It's about what you do to get the sales. So are you having recruiting conversations? Because if you want high PRV, you're going to want to have people behind you that are also doing that. So having people that you connect with and you have relationships with on your team, on Flamingo, on outside, whatever. If you see people doing stuff, you can get ideas. It just kind of gives you that extra push, that extra oomph to just keep going. We are a company that focuses huge on your why. If you're struggling and you're like, I can't do this anymore. Yes, you can. You started for a reason. Find that reason, dig deep, find those roots again and keep going. So Ash pretty much already touched on events and parties. I like parties. I think I have 5 parties booked through October. It's just something that I like. My customers enjoy this time of year. This is my high income producing time of year. My customers like to party for the fall. They like the holiday collections, and they like Christmas gifts. So this is my time of year. This is where I'm normally really stressed the hell out and really busy. But if you're not asking people to have parties, you're not going to get parties. People are not just going to come to you, hey, I want to have a party. If you're not sharing in your VIP group the perks of having a party, or don't use the word party. I use party because party doesn't scare my people, but sometimes that word scares people. Reword it, Ascent Social, or I've been doing some trainings through a group they're called block parties. It's pretty much like a battle of the hostess. Have a couple girls or guys and girls, whatever, go against each other. That makes for, I know Ashley's someone where she had 5 hosts at one time. It's a good time because I'm a competitive person. And if you're anything like me, you want to make it competitive, but make it fun. So that's a good way to get people battling back and forth, but they're battling for your paycheck. But you don't make it seem that way. You know, if you're sharing how you're using, I was really consistent on my Instagram stories, and I have sucked ass at doing them recently. And I knew that I needed, like, I've been bad, like to the point where I don't have anything on my stories. It's not personal, not Scentsy, nothing. So today I was like, I'm going to change that, and I'm going to go put a fragrance flower in my bathroom. It's been a while since I put one in my bathroom, because the last time I decided to lift my windows up, oil went all the way down my wall, my brand new wall. So I was really bitter, and I didn't want to put one back in there, but I did today. So something that I have done too that helps me. So when I guess it was right before I hit this pimple, y'all. It's really big. That's all I can see. I was really good with like mystery bags, but it was just a bunch of shit put into a bag. Like there was no rhyme or reason to it. Like there was no theme, there was no nothing. So I gave it a break. And I have just started with doing my own farmhouse crates. So my branding is like shiplap and eucalyptus, like a farmhouse feel, but not like too much in your face. So I have named them farmhouse crates, and I started them in June, I think was the first time I did them. And I had 2 people. I came out of pocket a lot, because I'm going to make it worth it. I want them to keep coming back. This month I have 15 people that are doing them. It's in a matter of 3 months. And the reason why is I'm consistent. I'm very open. I procrastinate everything in my life. Like there just is no way around it. My goal is to the 15th of the month prior, I post the theme and I start signups. I keep them open for a week. I immediately order the products. Shipping has taken a little longer for some of them. My goal is to get them out the first month of the follow, or the first week of the month following. So that way they've got them. So like this, I've already done September's. That theme is, oh my gourd, it's fall, because the first day of fall actually falls on my daughter's birthday in September. So I want everyone to have their fall stuff for the first day of fall. But I'm consistent. Not every month am I going to have 15 people that sign up for these crates, and that's okay. Even if I have just one person, I do a referral program. So if someone has referred someone to me for a farmhouse crate, and them and their person both buy them, they get them for 50% off. So I had 2 people refer this month, well, technically next month, whatever, for September's box. And they are only paying $15. My price point's $30 plus $8 shipping. I don't even look how much shipping is. They're paying $8. I don't care. I don't care if it's $2 or $10. They're paying $8. I don't care. And 9 times out of 10, I don't even ship when I deliver. But consistency. If you're not consistent, you're not going to continue to keep customers. It's just not going to happen. You know who's fallen off the consistency wagon? Me. You want to know the last time I did Happy Meal? April. Y'all, April. I don't want to do it. It's on my get shit done list. I have to do it. Like I don't have a choice. And I know how I'm going to do a follow-up system. I am also somebody that relied heavily on Amy because it was convenient and it was easy. You have to adjust. You have to change your direction of your sales, and you have to continue to keep floating on water. It's hard. So yeah, it's hard, you know, when you get behind, but I have to, because I have had, so that location or that consultant locator is like the cream of the crop, and I'm never going to keep customers if I don't make them happy. So I literally have to go back and do 4 months of Happy Meal. But during the slow months, which summertime for me is slower than all get out, because you've got people spending money on vacations. They're just doing the most. They don't want to spend money. They're not home a lot. But during the slow months is when I try to incorporate something new, because I am not balls to the wall all the time with parties or whatever. So she said, that's a warmer of the month that gets my peeps' attention. Mine do sometimes. My people don't really care about warm. I need to stop buying it because it just sits in my stock and never sells. But if you've always wanted to do scent crates, or however you want to word it for your branding, start in the slower months. So that way, you know, you can be consistent. That's what I did. I started in June because I knew June and July were going to be slow. And now it's picking up. It's ramping up for busy season, which is just going to add PRV to my pocket. Something else when it comes to high PRV is actually doing what you say you're going to do. This is me, the pot calling the kettle black right now, because I don't. But I'm also a very open, and I am like one of the most transparent people. I will call myself out on my BS. I will always 100% admit my faults, and I will never blame anybody else for something that I've done. It's just not me. My customers know this. My customers know that I'm real. Yes, hold yourselves accountable. But just be a real person, don't be, and I will say, like, I have seen plenty of people just copy and paste. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. That does nothing but hurt your business and hurt your algorithms on Facebook. I can promise you. So if you see somebody post something that's, a sale or whatever, and you literally copy and paste it, you're doing nothing but hurting yourself. It's really not that hard to make it how you would word it. Use the emojis that you would use whatever you would do and say to get your people's attention. I have a really bad mouth, and cussing is like every other word that comes out of my mouth, but my people know this. Like, I incorporate it in my branding and in the stuff that I do, because that's who I am. I don't know what you want from me, because that's what you're going to get. But that's who I am, so my customers don't get offended by that. My customers don't get upset about that. It's just, I try to not do it, but I can't. The more open you are, the more your customers have a chance to relate to you and form that relationship with you. So if you are struggling, guess what? Maybe they're struggling too. You might use telling your story or just saying, hey, I'm having an off day. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know, do like the heart things, like for an orange one, you're feeling sad, whatever, like give people the chance and the time to relate to you, because it will help you and it will build your business. Yeah, so she's best of it. She does that, so it doesn't get caught in the algorithm. Algorithms suck. Let's see. It's not hard to be exceptional in this business. It's really not. You just have to be yourself. Like I said, you need to figure out your niche when it comes to your personal sales and be good at what you're good at. Find what you're good at. You're gonna fail. It's not gonna, it's gonna happen. Every single one of us have failed. But when you set your mind to something, don't stop until you hit it. Like, if there's anything that you take away from this, set a goal. It better be realistic. Follow those SMART goals. I don't remember what they are. Measurable, obtainable, realistic. What's the S and the T? I don't remember. Short, small. I don't know. Whatever. What? I was trying to read your lips, Ashley.
Time is the T. Go back through.
Time is the T.
You
What's
talked
the
about
S? M is
SMART
measurable, attainable, I already forgot the R. Realistic in time. What is the S? I don't know. Smart. I don't know. Make a freaking SMART goal. Whatever.
It's
But,
what bothered me.
it's just something like, you have to be having the conversations. You have to be consistent. You have to do the follow-ups.
Specific.
You literally, and I was getting ready to say it. Yes. So make it very specific. Don't say, I want to have more than 500 PRV. I want to hit at least 750. Like, that is the minimum. If you're selling and not sharing, you're doing it wrong. We know this. So an example that I was watching, I think I got some of these notes from, hold on, Chelsea and Danny Shoup and Morgan Maxon. I watched one of their trainings. I passed Chelsea today, by the way, in Fredericksburg. I would like a Jack and Coke. And then somebody said, would you like a double? Hey, guess what they're doing? They're upselling. But it's just a normal thing. And then another quote is, I'm having a hard time deciding what to order. Well, here is my favorite. This is what I always recommend. This is my go-to. Give your recommendations always, 100% of the time. Guess what? You want to know how many people know how much I absolutely cannot freaking stand newborn nursery and Jamie time? Everyone on my timeline. It's horrible. And every time a customer orders it, I will make sure to tell them that smells like shit. I don't know why you like it. But they know that. Like, I literally have a customer that started a club subscription too for Jamie time. Gross. It's horrible. And they know that I hate it. I don't care. I don't go to their house all the time. They don't care that I hate it, but I'm open. I don't care. Make sure you're educating your customers. And this goes with upselling. So if they want 4 bars, let them know they can buy one more for $6, but get one free. Weathered leather. Oh, I like that one. I like it in a car. That's it. I will never warm that shit in my house. Listen to them. If they are having a hard time, oh, blueberry cheesecake is heavenly. I don't know what is wrong with you. I know Ashley hates it too. But people aren't just buying the products. They're buying and investing in your journey and your business. So be open in your journey. Share how it is helping your family, not how you are selling for Scentsy or not this. It's like diabetes in a way. That's kind of funny. It's amazing. You're gonna fail. And I want you guys to know this, you're going to fail. I promise you, you're going to fail 100 times, but you're also gonna succeed the more you fail. The more you fail, the more you're learning. The more you're learning, the more you're succeeding. The more you're succeeding, the higher your PRV is gonna be and the higher your paycheck's gonna be. So if you want to make this a business, I get full-time pay. It pays my mortgage almost. However, I could work it and use my time way more wisely. That sounds dumb, but you know what I mean. I don't use my time wisely and I can't do anything at work anymore. And I'm starting to train next month more efficiently. Beautiful. It's past my bedtime. My brain doesn't work. So at work, I can't do anything. And that's 12 hours a day. And starting next month, I'm going to start training again. So I literally can't do anything at work. So that's 12 hours. That is 14 days a month, 12-hour shifts that I'm losing out on, which is a lot because when I get home, guess where I go? Right to freaking bed all the time. So just I really want you guys, if you can, there's not very many of you on here right now. Set a goal. You've got 8, 9, how many days left in this month? It's August, so there's 31. You've got 9 days left in this month. You can easily hit 200 PRV. Easily. If you can set a 200 PRV goal and achieve that, screenshot me your numbers right now and I'll send you something. It's easy to obtain 200 PRV. I don't know what I'll do. You might just get a picture of my mugshot. I don't know, but it'll be something fun. It'll be something worth it. It's not going to be that, but I want you guys to challenge yourself. If you're not challenging yourself, you're not going to grow. And this whole conversation tonight was useless. You've got to set that and you've got to change that mindset and just keep going. Fail along the way, ask for advice, come to the flock page and share what you're doing. We got really good at doing that. 200 more than now. Yes. Start today. 200 PRV. And don't cheat. If you already have like a $200 party and you're getting ready to submit it, that's cheating. But try something new. If you want advice on scent crates, come to me. Ashley does her Harry Potter ones that are always super popular. I can give you plenty of themes and I can share with you what I do. Some of it, like I said, I came out of pocket a little bit. If you're not able to come out of pocket, then think about that. Set a different price range. Use real photos, y'all. Don't just share marketing photos. If you want to hyper focus on something, like if you, so 200 PRV, that's, oh, I have to do math again. That's eight mini warmers, right? Yeah, 25, 50. Yeah, that's 8 mini warmers. So guess what? Find a mini warmer that's available, take a mugshot with it and post it and see how many you can sell. It's $25. Put them together. Well, you might need more than that for free shipping because it's $3.50 now, but you can do it. Add some wax to it. It's really not that hard. I think you guys can do it. So I'm going to take my own advice because I'm still like 200 PRV shy of 2,000 this month. But yeah, I don't know. Anyone have any questions? It's kind of hard to read all of my notes. So I'm like trying to skim through them. Get out of your own head. That's a good one. That goes hand in hand with Ashley saying, don't compare yourself because comparison is the thief of joy. And it's true. It is so true. I can't tell you how many times I like screenshot pictures of other like Happy Meal that people do. And I'm like, that's just crazy. I'm not doing that. My people are lucky if they get a scent circle and a scent sample because I'm broke. But something else that I'm seeing really quick with regards to follow-ups, it's a waste of time and money to send a sample and not follow back up with your customers. Who does that? Me. Who has never followed up with a sample? I've never done it. That is too damn many hands. Too many hands to not do that. So every single month, give it 2 weeks when you send it out. Hey, have you had a chance to pop that sample in the warmer yet and see how you like it? If you don't like it, I hate it. Do you hate it too? It's a conversation starter. You know, it's one of those things, chalk it up. You know, okay, that scent's disgusting. How many times, like, we have some rough fall ones that I think it was from 2 years ago that shits you like, Ashley, oh God, it's so bad. I didn't make samples of that and I was literally gagging the entire time. And had black licorice.
Plan for a sample, like a sample
Meetup.
whole thing together?
Yeah. Ash.
Yes.
Don't look so excited.
Yeah, no, I would
it-
like that where we each bring something.
It's not that. I would absolutely love to do it. I'm just trying to think of when.
I
Well-
can find something.
Yeah, September and October are rough. But yes, we will
November it
plan
is.
something, maybe even if we work on like Christmas samples, or if we work on like gift sets or something too, that could be an option.
We should shoot
Could-
for.
Well, I mean, depending, like during the week I could be available and stuff. I don't know if other people could.
Yeah, we'll
I
figure
can-
something out. We'll plan something.
Yeah.
Even if it's just the three of us getting together and
Sounds
sitting down and
good.
making some
We can
samples.
just do a Zoom. For anyone
Yeah, we
else
could
that
always
couldn't
do
be
a
there.
Zoom sample night and sit down and just
Yeah.
all make samples.
Yeah,
All right.
it's easy to
if they'll
bulk sample. If you're closing a party, use your rewards to get some stuff to sample. I can't tell you how many times I forgot that I had that stinking ass Scentsy Clean washer whiffs. I don't know why I don't like it. It's literally just Clean Breeze, and I love Clean Breeze. I just hate it. I don't know why.
I hate
And I was
Clean
like,
Breeze.
ugh, I'm gonna make samples with this. And
The
that's what I
other
do.
thing, the other thing that is really important is stop making samples of wax. Period.
Yeah,
The only thing that you really should be making samples of wax for is our scent and warmer of the
end of
month.
the month. Yeah,
You are wasting your time and your
Yeah.
product making samples of wax because people already know we sell wax and warmers. Already know that. Get them hooked on some of our other amazing products. Pick your favorite that's not wax and warmers and make samples of it and share it with
Yeah.
people. Lavender Cotton Scentsy Fresh, every time I've sampled it, somebody's bought it. Washer whips, same thing. And now I have club customers who get that on a reoccurring basis. So I don't just have club customers who are getting always get my bars.
yeah. It's easy. You can get a lot of samples out of, I got 25 samples out of a tub of washer whips, and that's doing 2 scoops in each bag. That's a lot.
Lavender Cotton.
Speaking of, I forgot to get one of my best friend's retired bars ordered. I think I have most of them in stock, so Ashley, I'm gonna be messaging you to see what you have.
Okay, that's fine. I can pull, I don't have my inventory updated, but
So does anyone have any questions? I'm old and I really need to go to bed. I'm
yeah, I'm
struggling.
tired. I've got a fabric order to put in, then I'll go to bed.
Set your goals. What scent, Carly? I don't know, of what? I don't remember what I was talking about.
The retired ones you need.
Shit, I don't know. I gotta look at the list. I don't know, because I didn't order them. She
Oh,
texted
well,
me, I was
if
like,
she
hey, you didn't
doesn't
send me an
have-
invoice. I'm like, wow, so didn't place your order, so I don't know. I gotta figure this out. I don't write anything down, anything. I started, because it bit me in the ass way too many times. Like, thank God for stock. That's all I have to say.
I write
Yes.
everything down, but then I lose all my notebooks.
So do I. It's fine. So, all right. Well, if no one has any questions, feel free to message me questions. Same with Ashley, same with anyone, I'm sure.
Don't message me. Just kidding. I love you guys.